everyone, it's Nugget.
Okay, and say what?
Hello everyone, it's Mikeyy Beezoo.
Alright, let's try again. Just take it
Hello.
from the top.
Hello everyone, it's true Mikeyy Beezoo.
You gotta look at me though, I'm over here.
Hello everyone, it's Mikeyy Beezoo.
Subscribe to my channel and like my video.
Subscribe to my channel, like that video.
What was he gonna say?
Like that video and subscribe.
What was he gonna say before that? That's not what she said. She was gonna say I'm back. What was he
Hello,
gonna say? He was gonna say I'm back?
And say it like Daddy. I'm back.
Back in another video. Back in another video. Hello everyone, it's true Mikeyy Beezoo. Back in another video.
What's going on, everyone? It's yours truly back with another video, Mikeyy Beezoo. And I didn't want to actually say anything else, obviously, until the end of the NFL season, but there was a trade, and the last time we got a trade was with a team involved in the Super Bowl with a former quarterback who may end up winning Comeback Player of the Year. Hats off to Alex Smith, because every time I look at his leg, it isn't the prettiest looking thing. Anyways, I know why you're here, and right before I get into that, I just want to let y'all know, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, drop a comment, turn on your post notifications. I think that's the first time I ever told somebody to turn on post notifications besides the family page. Anyways, so turn on the post noties, likes, comments, subs, and I'll for sure get back to you as soon as I see your whatever you want to say it is. I had to throw in that 3-0 for the Rams. Not a Rams fan by any means. I do like collecting players' jerseys. I just got the best player in NFL's jersey yesterday. Shout out to 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's a good time. We got about a week till Super Bowl. Guys are still getting those wrinkles and those crinkles and getting all the kinks out. Still recovering from injury, some notable players. But to my surprise, we got a trade. I didn't think we was gonna get anything until after the game. This is a feature on Madden. This is a feature on Madden that they should change. In my opinion, the trade deadline, they say, is week 8. We all know the trade deadline is always available in the NFL, technically, up until the playoffs and post Super Bowl. Either way it goes, Matthew Stafford has been traded from the Detroit Lions to the Los Angeles Rams. Now, as we go with every trade, we got our winners, we got our losers. Whenever you trade multiple first-round picks in whatever sport it is, in my opinion, it's a big risk. Now, for those that are unaware of the actual details of the trade, you'll see it right here on the opposite side of me in the screen, whatever side it was. 2 first rounders, 2022, 2023, and then just to double check, I don't really care about either of these teams. And then they got a 3rd round pick in 2021, so this year's draft. And they got Jared Goff. So you get 3 picks and you get Jared Goff. That's not that bad. I wouldn't say it's a fleece, but in my opinion, I will for sure say that man, this is tough. This is a tough trade. There's so many wrinkles and effects, but we'll just start from the actual 2 quarterbacks, and then we can kind of work our way towards both teams going towards in the future. So first thing first, Matt Stafford, all pro ability. Honestly, had one of the strongest arms in the NFL for a long time. He was really the first guy I saw doing no-look passes. He did win the season. Obviously, he doesn't get the praise as he should, albeit for a good reason. I mean, Matt Stafford at his peak was a top 10 quarterback. Currently, I'd say he's about in that 10 to 15 range. It's not like he's went throughout his whole career with not having weapons. Problem is, he just played for the worst franchise in pro sports, because we just saw the Browns get to the divisional round of the playoffs, and if it wasn't for Chad Henne, they might have got to the conference title game. So there is that. Jared Goff, disappointment. I always knew there was something up with this guy when he came out of Cal. I love my Cal players. For those that are new to this channel, from California, not like I went to Cal. Anyways, I'm from Cali, California, however you want to say it. The point is, I was never sold on him. I actually liked Wentz better as a prospect because he did have some elusiveness in his game, obviously, which led to his demise, tearing his ACL. But it's a contact game. This could be good for you. People have to remember, Jared Goff's not old. You're only 26, especially for a quarterback. That's really young in your career. I mean, he had decent, not even decent weapons. He had the best running back in the league for a few years. He had the best defensive player in the league for a few years. 2 solid receivers. I mean, his tight end wasn't the best. I mean, his old line was pretty solid. It wasn't too much you could really say. McVay really put him in that system, and he put up some pretty decent numbers. Obviously, the letdown in the Super Bowl, if they could even have a decent performance with him, they probably should have knocked off New England. I saw basic Jared Goff. You did your thing in LA. You did your thing at the Coliseum and got a Super Bowl appearance, but Super Bowl appearances aren't good enough. This franchise has been used to winning, so it's not good enough. So off to the projects you go, and we'll see what happens for your short yet brief NFL career. You're getting paid handsomely. You're getting paid handsomely, I might add, and you're not in an actual terrible situation. I know the Lions got a new coach. You still got 2 good receivers, Kenny Golladay, almost said Matt Jones. Gosh, what's his name? Not Matt Jones. Marvin. My bad. Marvin Jones. Apologies, Marv. I know you're from California as well, man. Can't believe I forgot a California player. That's disrespectful. So, it's a good situation. It's kind of a trade for a trade. They believe that much more that Matthew Stafford is substantially better than Jared Goff. They get paid similar. Is this a dub for the Rams? I'm gonna say this is a dub because I think if they had Matthew Stafford, they for sure would have had a better opportunity to knock off Green Bay. But then on the flip side, Aaron Donald was hurt, so it was kind of like you know, it's not like having a backup injury. You're having the best defensive player in the league hurt, who was quote unquote not on snap count, but we're not gonna believe that bullshit. Point is, short term for the Rams, this is good. Do I think this automatically bolsters them to first in the NFC West? You gotta see what San Francisco does. I'm not gonna go on a limb and do any short stuff around here and try to make it seem like, oh, let's put them first. I can't full on say that. I want to see what Cam Akers is gonna look like in year 2 because I feel like even without Gurley, the offense is still moving. But if they had a back that was like obviously in the realm of TG 30, if they had Saquon Barkley pre ACL. Then we're like, okay, because then they could pace, dictate flow, play action game is strong. You know, I take my hat off to Goff, man. I take my hat off because this game he played with a jacked up thumb, showed some toughness. This is gonna be a dub for the Rams in the short term. Long term, those picks within a few years, they're not like they're gonna be in 4 or 5 years like how they do in the NBA. Because then that's playing with really rough. You playing with fire on that one, big time. If they would do that in a few years back, 2022. Okay, the Rams get hurt like crazy next year, and then that pick turns into like how the Texans was this year for Miami. Then that's going to be considered a L. Are the Lions now considering looking for another franchise quarterback? I'm not quite certain. I think they should continue to build the team. All the top QBs for the next few years are coming out this year. Next year we'll see how it looks in college football. I don't really know too many top prospects. I'd have to go ahead and go do some film on that one and some homework. But in my opinion, if I need to get a young quarterback, I'm getting them this year. It was either this year or last year. It'll be, I think next year, the following year is going to be a break. Might get 1 or 2 first round QBs, and then we go from there. Anyways, dubs and L's. Jared Goff, this is a dub. Unless the Rams win the Super Bowl, was it really worth it? Because the Rams feel like those are gonna be late first round picks, so y'all can kind of have at it. In my opinion, it was a dub for both quarterbacks. Goff needed to get away. Stafford, he got a breath of fresh air. They got a breath of fresh air in sunny Los Angeles. Looks about mid 60s or low 70s today. Weather reporter, by the way. Subscribe to my weather channel, by the way, for y'all checking out the video. I think it was a dub for both of them. Both coaches, McVay, you get a new QB. Let's see what you do. Because Matt Stafford, I think at this point, I would say Matt Stafford probably still has a stronger arm than Goff. He's the better quarterback. We're just going to throw that out there. He's the better quarterback. We'll see what he does when he's actually in a system that can enhance his abilities. Do I think he's going to MVP next year? I'm not as far as to say that, but the Rams should get to the playoffs again next season, barring any major injury to any of their cornerstone players, Ramsey, Donald, Woods, Cup, you know, any of those, or Stafford, you know, of course, because he's a major part of their team. Barring any major injury, the Rams should be good. Lions, you know, this is a lot of money be invested into a young QB. Me personally, I'd rather just have a young kid in this draft, but obviously, you know, if they can grab one, they can grab one. If not, I mean, then it's like you're drafting somebody and you got all that money tied into one position for one guy only to be on the field at one time. This isn't like a Taysom Hill that can just play tight end, play H-back, you know, get in the slot. You know, this isn't that type of situation. So, with that being said, Stafford, I give him a dub. Goff, I give him a dub. He's not going to a terrible situation. He could be playing on the Jags. Could be worse. I give a dub. I give a dub to the Lions. The Lions get a big dub because if one of those picks end up turning top 10 and then they get an all-pro player for that, then it's like, you know, they're getting 3 extra picks. One this year, one the next year, the year after that. So I'm gonna give the Lions the Lions get the biggest dub of all. They get the biggest dub. And then the Rams, they get like the medium rare size dub. I'm gonna give them a dub still. I'm gonna give them a dub. Nah, I'm gonna give them incomplete. I lied. Getting incomplete on that Rams. Incomplete. Remember that, kids. Word of the day. Incomplete. Carson Wentz, Deshaun Watson. Carson Wentz, the whole Eagle situation is weird. I mean, you still drafted a quarterback in the second round. The quarterback that was the first round pick, 3rd overall, with MVP talent. Didn't quite live up to his expectations last season. Had a bad season. The coach benched him. Then he benches the guy they just drafted. So then it's looking like who's really running things in the organization. Now, with that being said, I would like to think that this means the Eagles aren't getting Deshaun Watson. No, that's obvious. What I will say is this. I think it's interesting that they still have both guys on the roster. You should always have a good backup, but you don't invest high picks just for guys to sit on the bench at any position, unless you know they're going to be the face of the franchise going forward. This whole situation with Wentz is still up in the air, in my opinion. I can see him gone. I know this for sure. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be out of San Fran. Wherever he's going to play next year, could be a backup. We'll see what happens. I think he may get released at minimum if they can't get any trade compensation for him. So there is that. Deshaun Watson, Texans. This was a dub for the Texans because now the more you think about it, they got 3 picks and a QB. Dolphins, they got to at least give up Tua and 3 first rounders for Deshaun Watson. I think the bare minimum is 3 first rounders and a quarterback or skill position, line, whatever. 3 picks, 3 firsts. We want 3 firsts. We want a decent player and or your quarterback, depending on how their contract situation is and how good they are. It's getting crazy, man. So honestly, in my opinion, the biggest winner of this whole thing was the Texans. Then it was the Texans, Lions, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, and then the Rams. Because if the Rams get hurt and then those picks come back, I think the players won more than y'all did, honestly. Because y'all just gave future assets, and then y'all kind of helped out the Houston Texans market. Matter of fact, Deshaun Watson changed everything in his bio. He's not messing with y'all no more, Houston. Get what y'all can. Let that man be happy. Get what you can in return. Y'all done already gave an investment away that turned to the 3rd pick this year. Either way it is, hope y'all liked the video. It's yours truly, Mikeyy Beezoo. Be out of here. Love. Take care of everybody. Wear your mask. Sanitize yourself. Love. Peace.